Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 154 of the Need to Nerd podcast. I'm your host, Easy, joined by my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Petty BMTG.
Oh, hello, everyone. We're back.
We did it. We did 2 weeks in a row. We did it.
We did it. Oh my gosh. Wow.
And we even had a mess up with the recording time, so we had to record a different day. We still did it. So good, good on us. We're here, and we're ready to talk about Harry Potter: The Chamber of Secrets for our Halloween episode of 2025. Spooky. Well, let's start with the fact that whenever we do a Harry Potter episode, we donate to a charity, and we were doing one single charity, but I decided to reach out to former co-hosts of both my podcasts and guests of podcasts that are trans and non-binary and ask them what they would like us to donate to in order to combat the hate that, can be spread for anti-trans, causes. And we got some interesting ones that we'll be donating to this episode. One of them is GATE, Global Action for Trans Equality, was one. You can check them out. All of the links for these will be in the show notes. One person, due to current things going on in the world, in the country, wanted us to donate to the Utah Food Bank.
Yep.
Totally understandable.
Get it?
And then one wanted us to do the Trans Lifeline. Really great organizations. They all really help people. And we'll be donating to each of them to combat the hate in the world. And gives us an opportunity to talk about Potter. Anything you want to say about that, Patty, before we move on?
That's awesome that you reached out to people to get their opinions on what is actually needed right now, right? And finding, the spots where that it'll go to good use. Not that it's bad use anywhere, but most efficient with our non-binary trans buddies.
Yeah, I figured I could continue doing this in charity we were doing, but we have people in our lives, and I wanted to show that you probably do too. If you're listening to this podcast, you also probably know a trans or non-binary person that is impacted by hate or impacted by the things going on in the world. And we want to support them and support the things that they care about. And so we'll be donating to each of these. The links will be in the show notes. Let's move on to the nerd fact of the week. Patty,
nerd fact of the week.
Why don't you go to the first one?
Oh man. Okay. I've never pronounced this last name correctly. So Kenneth Branagh?
I think it's Branagh, yeah.
Heck yeah. He's the actor who plays Gilderoy Lockhart. And he's actually married to Emma Thompson, who plays Trelawney in the future films.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny. I knew that he was married to Trelawney before doing this. This was going to be my easy knockout nerd fact of the week for this episode. I didn't realize who played Trelawney. I didn't realize who Emma Thompson was.
Oh yeah, she's a
banger actress. She's all over the place. Also, I think you're supposed to say Sir Kenneth.
Is he a sir now? Oh, sir.
I'm pretty sure that you messed up. I'm pretty sure it's Sir Kenneth.
Well, I just read it off of the show notes, so if that's the case,
I see.
Then
you're trying to put a bus on top of me. I see how it is. No,
it's the same. It's the same bus, buddy.
No, Emma Thompson is what's funny is she's probably now most known for the Apple show, right? The soccer one.
Ted Lasso?
Yeah. Is that not her? Am I crazy?
That is not her.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm crazy.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like,
it looks like her.
Oh man, it's bad.
It looks just like her.
No,
That's a different woman?
Yes. So Emma Thompson's Nanny McPhee in
Cruella.
Cruella. Yeah. Love Actually.
I love Love Actually.
Yes.
I love Love Actually. Her most recent one that I haven't seen yet, and I still want to see, is the new Matilda.
Mm.
I think she probably crushes it in that as Madame Trunchbull. Trunchbull. So, anyway, really fun. We got married professors in the house. I have a bonus one for this week.
Okay.
It was going to be a love it because I love it so much, but I figure it's a really fun nerd fact. But there's a line in the film where Malfoy asks, I think it's Crabbe, who at the time is Harry Potter. It's like, why are you wearing glasses? So, reading.
I didn't know you
And
could read.
Malfoy's character, I didn't know you could read.
Yeah.
And it's like a banger of a line. Just absolutely amazing. Not in the script.
Like,
Not in the script. Absolute ad lib makes it into a Harry Potter film because it's so funny.
Yeah. Tom Felton's got great comedic timing.
Yeah, Tom Felton just did not know his line, and instead of being like line, he's like, I didn't know you could read. He just said it, and then apparently the whole cast cracked up. They were like,
Yeah,
that was
it's just like that's staying.
So,
I love that.
Oh, that's a really good one. Well, let's get into the housekeeping before we dive into the review. We've got our Discord. There's been people joining. We really appreciate all of the new members. You can also share the show, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, share it with your mom, share it with your dad. Everybody wants something for Christmas. Just give them a mixtape of like 3 episodes of this podcast. That's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
Also, if somebody does that, please let me know.
Just like it's just a card, and in the card is a QR code, and in that QR code is a link.
No, I wanted them to give them a physical mixtape of the podcast. They
Oh, got it. Okay,
that would be gas.
Those exist. Those exist now. They did during this movie's time.
Probably not.
No, it's set in the 90s.
Oh, during the movie's time.
Like the movie.
Ah, got it. I get
it. And we were still making. I made mixtapes. It was on a CD, but
that's not the same thing.
That's
That's a different thing. That's a CD. All right. We are talking about Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets this week. If you want to join the podcast listeners to talk about it, join the Discord, link in the show notes. But let's talk about what is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Petty.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is the second book / movie in the Harry Potter series. This movie is the last film before the actor who played Dumbledore passed away. And it tells the story of Harry's second year at school, where there is a plot to kill Harry Potter again, that involves the heir of Slytherin.
Yeah, Harry has to kind of overcome a lot this year. Some of it that normal teenagers have to overcome, like rumors at school. And then there are other things like, a plot to kill Muggleborns. So, kind of, different sizes. One of the really interesting things to me about the Chamber of Secrets is, for a long time, including today, it is my least favorite Harry Potter book. I think that it is the worst book by like a pretty substantial margin. However, there's a reason for that. It had to be rushed out. It had less editing. It had less time to cook because the success of Harry Potter forced the writing to kind of happen at a pace that was kind of new to the author. And yeah, it definitely shows to me in like the connections to the rest of the story and the things like that. But the movie, however, for a long time, I have said is the best film adaptation of any of the books.
Okay, so you're saying best film adaptation, but not necessarily like your favorite movie
I'm not saying
of the
it's not my
series.
favorite movie of the series. It is not, but the film adaptation is pretty true. Like
Like it's the closest to
you
the
lose
book.
a lot of the things that you lost in the first movie, right? So like you lose things like Peeves.
Hmm.
You lose things like basically anything that wasn't in the first movie. They also didn't do in the second movie.
Right.
Which means any storylines that would have connected also are not there, or things like that. And you know, that being said, there are also really great things. The deleted scenes in this are really good because it even goes to show how far they were willing to go to have that kind of. Uh, I think we talked about this last year on the first episode. And those DVDs with their like extra bonus features in
It was
those,
so fun to navigate around.
it was crazy. If you get the experience of getting a DVD player and like putting this on a DVD, is that how you
I
watched it
can
this
do
time?
that. No, we watched it on the streaming
I
service, but
have,
like
I
I do
think
have the DVDs and I do have a DVD player access.
I don't think I have all the special
So
edition DVDs. I definitely have all the DVDs.
yeah, it's already boxed up. So
Um, but yeah, that's something that else I wanted to call out. But yeah, this is a thing that is beloved by many, including many of the cast. Let's dive in. I mean, if you haven't read the books or watched the movies, find a. I would recommend just before we get started to find a way to do so without through third parties, whether it be like buying a copy of the DVD secondhand or buying the copy of a book from a used bookstore, things
yeah.
like that.
Or it just happened it is streaming on HBO Max. If you happen to have that for other
Other
purposes.
purposes, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, don't go out and get HBO Max just to watch these movies.
Yep.
You can borrow my copy.
Yeah. He'll mail it to you.
Yeah.
And HBO Max is kind of the de facto way to do Harry Potter stuff right now. I think that I watched it this time on HBO Max, but historically, like even this year, we've gotten out the DVDs a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of just depends because it depends on like the experience you want to have. A lot of the DVDs are either in 1080p or they're not, in 4K. Like it depends on your TV situation, stuff like that. But really, really interesting. What's your first memory of this movie?
Um, so it's kind of fresh. This week, uh, so my first memory of this movie was this. It came out. What year did this come out? Uh,
I believe it's 2002.
right, 2002. Okay, so this was at a time when I was living in Orem, and my dad was working for a mortgage company. I think it's called the mortgage company was the like name of their business, whatever. But they would like celebrate their their staff by renting out theaters for big releases. And this was one of those movies that I saw in Orem at the Sierra Theater. Um, it kind of hit home this week because we lost Shelby's grandma who used to work at that. I found out used to work at that theater, and I don't know. It was all just really. It kind of brought me back this week watching the movie.
Okay. I have vivid memories of this movie coming out. The first one is I remember seeing it in theaters with my family. Um, sh- Shortly after that, I went to a friend's house for movie night, and they had bootlegged this. Uh,
Okay.
I watched it at their house also while it was in theaters.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm pretty sure that I was Harry Potter for Halloween this year with everything going on. Um, this was 2002 was like a really hype Potter moment for the world of like the CGI in this movie. I think that this came out. Didn't the third book come out the same year? And it was like everyone's favorite book.
Nope. Um,
I think I'm gonna double check before.
I got it. Book release.
Did I say order though? I think I said the wrong thing. I think I said Order of the Phoenix, and I meant the Prisoner of Azkaban.
No. What? Oh, UK. No, September 1999.
Okay, so Prisoner of Azkaban was already out.
Yeah.
Okay, uh, that's interesting.
I wonder if it was no.
You know
Maybe
what?
maybe it is order.
Maybe it is Order. I remember a book came out the same year. Either way,
Yeah. 2003. So close, like
okay,
right after.
okay. Yeah, I think Goblet of Fire at the time was my favorite book that I had ever read. Um,
Hmm.
so that kind of lines up. And I was all in on Potter. I mean I thought that it was the greatest. I mean there's a reason it sold more copies than the Bible because people loved it. And um,
There's also, to be fair, there's a lot of free Bibles out there.
somebody has to
If we're,
buy those
let's
Bibles, Patty B.
let's be. I mean, okay.
No. So for me, like that's my first impression was like this thing that had taken over my life in a lot of ways. My family did a lot of like family trips, and we would listen to Harry Potter audiobooks. Um, by the way, you have to listen to the Jim Dale version. If you don't listen to the Jim Dale version, you're doing it wrong. Are you gonna
Is
check?
that a default Audible?
It should be. I think. I mean, those are the ones that I own on Audible. All right, we're back. I don't know how we're gonna edit this, but yeah, Penny is listening to the correct version because Jim Dale is
Okay,
the correct version.
good.
Yeah, the other, it's funny because like the meme version of like actually, we'll save that for another episode. I have a reason that this will come up later in our series. Uh, maybe we'll do a Harry Potter Christmas one for 4. Uh, because it's more of a Christmas movie than it is a Halloween movie for that one.
Sure.
Um, okay, so those are my first impressions. You know, just being all in on Potter and this being at like kind of the height of Potter mania for me. I don't think that it really was right. I think that it was like I think when the Goblet of Fire came out for the movie and most of the books were out, like that's when it really took off. Um, but uh, what are your overall impressions of this? You know, spoilers included. Like, are there things that they did well? Is there like an overarching theme of this movie that you really liked? You know, are there things that are missing? Like, what did you think?
Um, yeah. So this movie was really good, particularly because like they're still kids, and it's really like you don't have that uncanny valley of right of like them kind of aging up and then like not feeling like kids anymore. I think this one, and then man, even Prisoner of Azkaban like starts that process of like you can kind of tell they're starting to age up and out.
I think it's just the director that you're notice the director change that you're noticing personally.
Hmm.
They
Okay.
changed their costumes completely when they changed directors. So
Right. The costumes, like you said, about Dumbledore. There was a lot different between. So it's the last of those, like, because there's a different feeling with the rest of them. Um, it is a different experience.
yeah, I think the first two, the director's been very open about what he was trying to do, and I personally think he achieved it. We talked a lot about like the missing of certain characters last year
Hmm.
when we did the first episode, but as far as like as a movie goes, if you separate it from the books, it's even better. But if you don't separate it from the books, there are things that are really cool. So, for example, this one doesn't have the Death Day party in it, right? We're missing the Death Day party,
Mm-hmm.
and they do a good job, in my opinion, of kind of filling the holes that they leave so that they have less exposition. Um, which is for me like my overall impression is like this is just a good movie. Like my daughter wanted to watch this movie just as a movie. She's never read Harry Potter. She doesn't have the attachment that Maxwell has. But we
Mm-hmm.
started the movie and she had to go to bed and she's like, "Hey, like, don't watch the rest without me." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll watch the rest with you." And it was really cool.
Oh, I like that.
Uh, let's go on to our favorite character in this one. What is your favorite character in this specific version of Harry Potter?
Oh man. Okay. I don't know if this can't be an unpo this is like Lucius's movie, right? Like this is peak Lucius Malfoy. And I don't know. He was like so well done.
I think I don't know if I said this in our Discord, but when Lucius comes on screen for the very beginning,
Uh-huh.
maybe I didn't say it. Maybe I did. I did say it. I said Lucius is so good from the start. I mean,
Yeah.
having somebody who, Jason Isaacs, who is an incredible actor, really who dives into his part is really cool for this.
Yeah, 100%. And then after, so a little peek behind the curtain, how the cheese is made. After you said that, I sent you the TikTok um where the actor goes into like some of his character development um by way of like a lot of times. So in like productions and stuff, you'll have you'll go to the costume department and you'll have this thing that's called the first look, where the director kind of gets their first look at you in costume. And they had drawn up a few things and he had presented these ideas, just like, oh, I think you should have long blonde hair. I think we'll link the specific TikTok. It was in an interview with Esquire.
Okay.
Um, but it's like, oh, he should have long blonde hair, kind of look like Draco. Um, they had him in a business suit, and it's like he's not a businessman; he's an aristocrat. Um, so kind of giving that, he was really crucial in that look and development of the character, as far as like how he looked and presented himself, which is
Yeah,
awesome.
and I feel like he really steals the scene every time he's on camera in this movie.
100%, 100%.
Like from and there's really good interviews you can watch about like things that he does. Like him kicking Dobby, that was ad libbed. That wasn't in the script. Him like
Mm.
he's
I
he's
think it's the same thing with his line about let's hope Harry's there to, Mr. Potter's there to save the
So
day.
that's the one I was gonna say. Is he says that, and then Daniel says, "I will be," but that's not in the script either.
Yeah, just boom. Such a great line. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I think Jason tells that at a con. I think
Yeah.
that one's Jason telling that at a con. I my favorite character in this movie is Ginny, and I want to say why. I think it's the only one where Bonnie gets to play Ginny, and Ginny is, if you read the books, is one of the best characters in all of Harry Potter.
Sure.
She becomes more popular than her brothers. She's very pretty. Everybody has a crush on her. She's good at multiple positions in Quidditch. She's very fierce.
Wait, you're not saying she's just the weird girl who?
Yeah. So she starts out that way. Like, this is her first year, and she doesn't get on her feet, and like she has to kind of overcome some trauma that this movie and book give her.
Yep.
And I think every time Bonnie is on camera, she's very endearing in this movie. The first one where she's in her PJs and sees Harry, very, very funny and cute.
Dude, like the first 10 minutes of this movie, Shelby and I were watching, and we were just quoting it. Like, this movie is so quotable.
Yeah.
And we did that. We're like, she does the Harry thing, and like I look at Shelby and she looks at me, like just before she does it, and we do it together, and it was just like
her eyes get big.
Yeah.
I love it. I think Bonnie crushes it, and like there's specifically the moment where she stands up to Malfoy, where he's like, "Oh, Paul, you got yourself a girlfriend," and
leave him alone.
Yeah, when she says "leave him alone," it is what I wish they would have continued with Ginny through the rest of the series. And I don't want to hold that against Ginny in this movie, because Ginny's very good in this movie, and I think that it is this one is in a lot of ways Ginny's untold story. That if the Harry Potter gods be willing, and she who must not be named never comes to her senses, where she'll write another Potter book that everybody can enjoy. I would love a POV of Ginny from this movie. That would be really cool.
That would be pretty cool.
So that's my favorite character. I last time I made us do favorite songs from it, but is it always going to be the same ones? Like,
no.
Oh, okay.
I have a different favorite song.
Oh, you have a different favorite one this time? Tell me.
So this is the first movie that we get to hear Fox's theme.
Oh,
Fox the Phoenix. That motif is so nice, and yeah, like I said, it's the first time we get to hear it, because we meet that character, who is integral in future plot. So
okay, I remember this is just mine. The song in the flying car is so good in this movie. That was going to be my answer. It's hard. You always have. I think Hedwig's theme. Is Hedwig's theme not in this one at all?
Hedwig's not a big character in this because of all the other stuff going on. I don't.
It doesn't look like.
I don't think I see it.
Look like it's on there. Which,
yeah.
Is the best Harry Potter song. Oh no, it is. It's track 20. It is Hedwig's theme, John Williams, Harry's Wondrous World, for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Actually, Hedwig's theme is also during the dueling of the basilisk. So it's actually in there 3 times.
Oh, just it's paired with other things and mixed in.
I mean, that's what John Williams does, right? Like he's very good at
Yeah.
like. I think Empire or not Empire, Return of the Jedi does that in like really cool ways for Star Wars too. No, the my favorite part of the score is probably the flying car. It does contain Hedwig's theme in it. I will admit.
Hmm.
It looks like, which is maybe why I like it so much. But it was so good. I like that I said Hedwig's theme in here, and it's in like 11 of these 20 songs. John Williams is so cool, dude. He's so cool. What's your favorite storyline? Like, if you could pick one, this one has some bangers. I'll actually go first on this one.
Hmm.
I I think that there are things that they did poorly for storylines, like Filch. This is like the only time you really get to understand why Filch is like a grumpy butthead, and they don't show it very well in the film. There are things that they do show really well in the film. Um, and my favorite storyline is like Hermione's perseverance through persecution that maybe we don't get to really see sometimes. Like we see it in the seventh, we see it in the second, and we see it in other ways, but like she you really see it in the third movie where she starts standing up for herself, but like she
Hmm.
has to kind of overcome kind of her place in the world. You know, somebody married to a black woman that has had to talk to people who are following my wife's sister out of the store and like checking her bag and not other people's bags and like that kind of stuff. Like, you know, this is one of the things that this series taught me that made me a better person. Of like, you know, be kind to everybody. Like everybody's a human, and like I don't know. I think that
Be excellent to each other.
yeah, and I think that Hermione, you her moment where she explains what a mudblood is to
Hmm.
Harry in this movie is done really well. Like it
Hmm.
matches the book really well, and you know Hagrid's reaction, like the whole thing is very good.
It's a really good tone.
Yeah, and she, I mean Emma is obviously an amazing actress, but you know I think that that is my favorite storyline is like Hermione looking to solve this problem and kind of being the hero. Hermione's often an unsung hero. Uh, I don't know how far Harry would have gotten throughout everything without her, but
100%.
she really crushes it in this movie specifically.
Yeah, it feels too like it's one of the again one of the last tonal bits where you talked about her starting to stand up for herself, right? Where like they all feel like misfits. Where everybody feels like a misfit together. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, eventually later, you know, they're
You,
the
you save the school so many times that you just become the cool kids.
but I don't think that happens for Hermione. I don't think anybody ever gives her the credit she deserves. I don't know. We
Yeah,
can talk about
I
that. We can
guess
talk.
by 4 everyone's still surprised that she's like chosen by Victor, and like five, 6, 7.
I mean, even in
Um,
six, like she's the best in the class, and Harry says it, and like Slughorn's like, "Oh, you're the best in the class," like blah blah blah, and people are like, "Oh yeah, Harry just supporting his friend." It's like, no, she literally is the best witch in all of Hogwarts.
yeah, that's just Slughorn being Slughorn,
All right, fair enough.
just slugging.
What's your
Anyways,
favorite storyline? We're talking about other things. We're just like
yeah,
on
I
Harry
know.
Potter
We're
tangents left and right.
just going off. I'd have to say that it's Dobby's storyline, right? It's the the thing that is carried through the entire movie. He's always just kind of around, and um, we don't see him for a while after this, right? This is like a very
Oh, do not spoil my could be betters for future movies.
yeah, right? Like, oh, he's such a good character. Um, he has a lot of the banger quotable moments, right? Dobby's just great, and I love him. And I think it is ironic that the next time that he's like Harry asked him, "Don't anything for Mr. Harry Potter." He's like, "Don't try to save my life again."
It's
That
really
it
funny.
doesn't go well for him the next time that he tries to save Harry Potter's life.
I I think that Dobby's story in this one is beautiful, and I also did not realize that Toby Jones was Dobby's voice until literally when we started this podcast and I was prepping for it. Uh, what? I had no idea that's who played Dobby. Why is he not doing the rounds like of the other actors? He crushes this role.
Because he has so many other credits that he does the rounds
He
for.
does so much stuff, but I did not realize it was him. Um, I love that pick, and I also think that like it's so hard to be like one of the only voice actors, especially during this time, right? It's not. I mean, I don't know how they would do it today, right? Like, it's not like Toby Jones can jump in a suit and play Dobby. Dobby's like a foot and a half tall or 2 feet tall, right? Like
Yeah.
he can't just like get CGI captured. He has to actually be a voice actor acting to the other thing, and he's the only one. Like he's the only one doing it. So I love that pick, and I think that Toby crushed that role. So all right, let's talk about could be betters, things that we think could have been better. Not things we hated, not even things that we could be wrong on. Like we just think that they could have been better. These are things that we want to make sure that we talk about because they matter to us. They may not matter to you, but we're also not dumping on the show for this. And for me, my biggest could be better is this movie's too short.
What's the runtime?
It's pretty.
2 hours and 41 minutes.
It's too short. We all could have done more. This is a long movie when it came out, for what it's worth.
Yeah, I was like,
I every deleted scene that you watch. Maybe you know what? Maybe my could be better is that they didn't Lord of the Rings it. Like there should be an extended edition of this movie.
that's the actual answer. There we go. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I think that this could have been well over 3 hours. I think that this is the only Harry Potter book that they got so close with that if they wanted to include everything, they probably could have.
Because those movies, if we another like kind of peek back into the time frame. Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
so those movies, a peek back into the time frame of like when this movie came out. Fellowship of the Ring was released in December of 01. 02 December was Two Towers, and December of 03 was The Return of the King. So like this was in an era where movies were getting longer, and it wasn't it wasn't a bad thing.
Dude, I gotta look this up because The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe came out in. Oh my gosh, it was 2005. It was so much later.
Yep.
Wow. Dude, Potter crushed it.
Yeah, that's part of why. That's part of why I think that movie maybe didn't do as well, right? Like other
Oh,
reasons.
the first two in that series crushed it, but
Did it? Okay.
yeah. I mean, I'll just be on. If you've read the books, we do this on another podcast, but like Voyage of the John Shredder, there are reasons that The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe failed, and it has nothing to do with the direction, the art, the storytelling. It has to do with the plot of the way that The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe works. The
Mm-hmm.
Chronicles of Narnia don't follow the same characters all the way through. The
Right.
characters change as the story goes, so you don't have the same leads, so you're not as invested. The reason the first three did well is because Lucy and what's his name are in all three of them.
Got it. Yeah.
And well, the thing that Potter does really well is it's it's the Golden Trio, right? Like that's what you watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this movie could be longer, and maybe I just want an extended cut because I'm a grown man.
And we love like we're gonna get to our Lovets in a minute, right? But like a lot of our Lovets are, I imagine these deleted scenes that like would have made this movie just like a lot better.
Yeah, I think
So,
I think that my next could be better is um I wish that they had oh it's so funny that I'm going to say this. I wish that they had more of Dumbledore's sympathy for Harry in this movie. He tells him he trusts him. He like fights off Filch. He
mhm.
like does that thing, but like I didn't ever feel like Dumbledore made Harry feel safe and listened to like he does in the book. Like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Daniel's acting in some way, but like I listened to this book for the first time in a long time. I don't usually listen to the first two, and Dumbledore like tells Harry like I know it wasn't you. I know it's not like he like reassures him. And in the movie, he's like, well, it couldn't be. He's like very nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
And I think that it's Richard Harris, right? Is the name of the actor?
Yes. Hmm.
I think Richard is a very good Dumbledore.
Yep.
I think that they didn't have a long enough conversation when I watched it. Um, and it's probably because they needed to save time for other things, but and then my last one is like the spiders are too big in some of the parts. There should be Aragog and like X number of this size spider, X number of this size spider.
They were all, well, I mean, here's the thing. They're all like schmedium,
Well,
which
no, hold on. They're not all Schmedium. They're all. If you look at a spider, they're not all Schmedium. And the thing that they're following are small spiders, but
right.
and then they don't gradually grow. They're just like what the things falling. You call the things small falling on the car Schmedium.
Yeah, compared to Aragog, they're his kids, my
Oh my
guy.
gosh.
Right?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
so they're
but
not
there
your
should be
average
like
spider.
I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying. There are too many, too large. I don't know. Also, actually, this is just it could be better for Potter in general. Who's Aragog mating with? What's in the forest that Aragog's like? You know what? We're gonna make some spider babies. Let's go, because Aragog can't make an exact. Where's the other thing?
He's a very special spider.
Okay, all right. This whole spider thing doesn't make sense to me. It never has
Spiders
in
spiders in general don't make sense. They're creepy and they're kooky.
it. They're spooky in there. Anyway, yeah, I thought the whole spider scene sucked. I I also think it sucks in the books. Like, I don't. Why did we even need to go there? Nothing. It served no purpose. I don't. Hermione figures it out well without the spiders. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, they had to tie in the monster from before, that he's not the monster.
Okay. So I am not the monster that killed that girl, but I'm gonna kill you two right now. Let's go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it that premise was dumb. That answer to the thing of like, yeah,
The whole
I won't touch Hagrid, but like friends of Hagrid, fair game.
my people are very hungry. I don't know. I hate the whole spider thing. I think the whole thing is stupid.
It's okay not to like spiders. It's okay.
I don't care about spiders. I just think it's stupid. The spiders don't do anything. They don't give them any information that helps them. They don't. They try to kill them. Like they are literally like
What
filler for
what about the
the
spiders?
book.
What about the spiders? Does there what clue does Aragog give?
He doesn't
Like,
get he. Hold on. Regardless of the clue that Aragog gives, Hermione figures it out without him.
sure, the pipes and
She
yeah.
already knows she already knows. Aragog could not exist, and I'm pretty sure that the story happens the same way. It's just to piss off Ron. That's the only reason. He says they're a natural enemy. I don't know.
It wasn't Hagrid. I mean, it's gives a verbalization of Hagrid's innocence.
Yes, that's
we
it.
knew Hagrid wasn't. We
already knew it wasn't Hagrid. They served no purpose. The second you solve the mystery, Hagrid's innocent. Ugh. All right. I was gonna get this upset over spiders. What are your love-its? What's your first love-it?
I mean, it's Halloween, so spiders. Ooh. My first love-it is one of our favorite actresses of recent. I think that Fiona Shaw as Aunt Petunia is one of the this is the best Petunia film, I'd say. Like her being her. Being Mrs. Dursley.
Her deleted scene in 7 is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I yes, I concur. We love those emotional, things, and there's a lot of, depth at the beginning, but like if you're looking for like Mrs. Dursley core, this movie.
I love that. Any other love-its?
Oh, I have so many. Do you want to popcorn them?
No, I want to hear yours.
Okay. Love the Howler. Howler is iconic. Most stuff with the car, I don't love.
Wait, hold on. I thought you were gonna go into it. I love the end of the Howler, where she like is screaming at Ron and then moves to Ginny. It's like, congratulations, Ginny. It's like, oh, thanks for like embarrassing me too, Mom. Thanks for embarrassing me too, Mom. I'm really glad that you took the time to yell at Ron before congratulating me. Let's go.
Well, because tells you the emotional state. It's kind of an afterthought, right? Like the reason like the Howler was made was for Ron and the bad decisions with the car.
It's so funny because like, how dare you take that car? Is like a
Father's making an inquiry at work, and it's all your fault.
Like the whole thing is like a meme now, but it's so funny.
And the raspberry at the with the.
I never realized that was a raspberry with it like destroying itself. I never put that together. That's really cool.
Yeah. Hedwig when they realize that they're in front of the train. Hedwig also has one of those Ginny moments of going big eyes.
Oh no. I have It
What?
Could Be Better.
Uh-oh. What?
This is for the whole series, and we didn't say it the first one because I didn't know. That's a male owl.
What?
Dude, I'm so sorry to break glass for you. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
So, female snowy owls have black feathers on their wings, and only the male ones have the white feathers on their wings. And they had a male play Hedwig the entire series.
Well, because that's how Hedwig is like described in the book.
Right.
So we can blame She Who Must Not Be Named.
Yes, it is her fault for being terrible at studying how snowy owls looked, but yes, every Hedwig on screen is actually a dude.
Wait, you're telling me the transphobe isn't really good at doing their research on how the world works?
Or how genders work in animals? Yeah, that's
yeah,
correct.
crazy.
It is a huge Could Be Better that I did not know until 2 weeks ago, and I was saving it for this episode. Every single Hedwig on screen is a dude. Are you upset? I was so mad. I'm so sorry that this is live on air.
It's all good. This is good for the TikTok. Just clip this. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, every single one's a dude.
That's dumb.
You got to. Do you want to pause? Do you want to tell Shelby?
No, she's gonna. Nope. She always watches our episodes because she's a great supportive wife. So she'll
come.
that.
She'll come screaming to you in 24 hours. You'll have to have this conversation again. It is a huge Could Be Better.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you fix that? Like, if you know that as a director, you just say, the writer's wrong, that's not a female owl. Or do you just say, like, Hedwig's a dude? What do you do?
Because people are going to gripe about it online. Oh, it didn't look like it was described in the books. You know, this is a magical world.
That's not how it works.
You can... That's... The problem with this is, like, oh, but is it the real world, or are we in this world where magic exists? And maybe, you can always, like,
the magical trans owl theory?
Yeah.
All right. Trans owl
I don't
theory.
know.
Clip that. Clip that. Trans owl theory. Hedwig was a dude, identifies as a girl. Let's go.
That's great. That makes this all bearable.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna start that. Let's go. Hedwig was a dude, identifies as a girl, and Harry just rolls with it, man. He's just like, yeah, obviously. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Sorry. You had more love it.
I mean, there's so many. This movie's so great. Set design for the actual Chamber of Secrets, like
that they reuse. Good on them. That
because that was all practical, right? Like that is a space.
Yep. And they reuse it in 7 or 8, I guess technically.
Technically 8, yeah. 8. He ate. What else? Love Fox. Love Lockhart.
I gotta ask. You call it Fox. And I think it's spelled that way.
Fawkes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Jim Dale, who reads the book, who got it from She Must Not Be Named, who changed Hermione's pronunciation between books because he got feedback, says Forks.
Nope.
It's Fox to you?
Yep, and that's always. Always. And
no. We're not Snape supporters on this podcast. You got to stop it.
It was funny that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead. That I just made a connection that I didn't. It wasn't intentional.
And because we never support Snape. bully.
Okay, sure, whatever. Um,
Anyway, you say Fox.
like, yeah, and for a long time there, I used Mozilla Firefox as my browser. So
I still use that one
it just,
sometimes.
yeah.
My first.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
you're
Go
not
ahead.
done.
Go ahead. I'll
No, no,
probably
go
agree with
ahead.
the other ones. Uh, Polyjuice Potion Cat Miney was pretty great.
You reminded me of another could be better.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
that one is great. This is just gonna be better for the films. So if you like already watched all the films, I don't like how the Polyjuice Potion changes the way that it works across films and the books. It actually does it in both. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
do you become the
For like
per?
this one, they have to figure out how to talk like,
Yeah,
and
and
they sound like have their same voices.
yeah, I don't like that. I think that the potions just work the way that it works. And we see Polyjuice Potion multiple times throughout the
Yeah.
series where it works different ways. I don't like that, and we should have some consistency. However, Cat Hermione is great, and the one shot where like they open the stall and you see her
Mm-hmm.
is
It's like starts with just the eyes,
it's
and then it,
glorious.
yeah, that's really good directing and filmmaking. Ron's broken wand, just like trying to like make it work.
This is actually one of my love. It's that
Go, yeah,
when he just says eat slugs and just throws up slugs. I don't know what I imagined reading the books, but they executed
yeah,
on the
that's really
film.
good.
They're like, no, he's gonna throw up slugs, and they're not little slugs. Like that dude is barfing up slugs, and it's somebody with like a chronic nausea, who throws up every day. I cannot tell you how hard it would be to throw up one of those slugs, but like that many of them, that
Yeah,
is crazy. He he's probably throwing up in between slugs. He's probably like,
I almost got Shelby to because I was during the eat slugs portion. I was also kind of like and like mimicking it, and we almost got an actual visceral reaction.
oh, dude, it's so gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's so gross. You have any more?
Um, nepotism, the musical with Draco being like promoted to
Oh,
sinker,
you
and then
that's
all
a
the
love
Slytherin
it.
team getting. I mean, it highlights the character.
I think that my love it is Hermione in that. Like that's what I talked about earlier of like her standing up for herself of like, oh, they got in on talent. They didn't have to buy their way onto the team.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Um, I I will say that it is implied in the books, and it's not shown in the movies because there's not a lot of Quidditch after this that's shown.
Mm-hmm.
That Draco is actually a pretty good seeker. He doesn't beat.
Yeah, like he didn't need necessarily need the
Yeah,
money, but he like sometimes like that just gets you
yeah.
the opportunity.
He's apparently. It's implied that he is good, just not as good as Harry.
Right, because
So
not a lot of people are as good as the boy who lived
yeah.
at much of anything.
My first love it. I talked about Ginny. My next
Mm-hmm.
one is the CGI on the Basilisk. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
For its time, I mean, I even watch it now. Like that's really good.
Both monsters, like the basilisk and Aragog.
Yeah,
I know you
just
don't like the spider scene,
no.
but
You're right. I think that it's like, whew.
man, right now I'm looking at a picture, like a still of after Fox is blinded the basilisk, and it's just like right there in Harry's face.
Do you know what's funny? I think it's a robot.
Oh, sure, like an animatronic.
So there are parts that are CGI, and then I think there's an actual robot for a lot of it. And I could
that would make sense because this looks really good.
I could not tell you the difference between the two. So like anytime it's in the tunnel, it's CGI, but like when he's fighting it and stuff, and on top of it, it is actually a robot.
Okay, kind of like the dragon treatment that they do for Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Sure. Okay.
I think it's really cool. My next love it is, um, you gotta watch the DVDs. Like, I know that it's free, quote unquote, on HBO Max. Just go buy the DVD. I'm sure you can find one for like $5. The deleted scenes are so good in this movie.
Like, yeah, that was one of our conversation pieces, right? It's like when Harry flew powders into
I was actually lost because like my brain has watched the deleted scene so many times that I just assumed that was part of the movie, that I forgot that they cut that. Like, I just didn't even realize. My next love it is for Molly Weasley. I think that she's good in every single movie. Without exception, without fail, I think that Julie is perfect. I most of my Potter is through audiobooks. I listen to them. I've read them all maybe twice, 3 times, maybe more. I've listened to all of them like 40 times, maybe 100 times if I'm being honest. And I've watched them all 6 times from the movies. She is Molly Weasley. Like, when I lay down my head and put on a Harry Potter audiobook to fall asleep, which Patty knows that that's the thing I do, I see her as Molly Weasley. I don't see Rupert Grint as Ron. I don't see a lot of characters as their movie characters. She crushes it in this role. And her voice, I don't know, I can just see her the whole time. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
My next love it, we already talked about, it is Lucius Malfoy. I think that he does an amazing job. It's crazy to think that he does that. I think that I didn't like Emma Watson in the first movie, and she really starts to come into her own in this one. So like a huge love it for her. But I have a like weird love it of the pacing of this movie is good when you're gonna cut out the stuff. Like, yes, it is shorter than I wanted. I want all the deleted scenes.
Right.
But it at least makes sense the way that you did it.
Sure, it's like it all still works.
Yeah. So, and those are my major love-its. The CGI is great. The practical effects are great. It really is like a really good movie of its time. So, all right, we're changing our scale. We have to like adjust things.
Oh man.
0 to 10, 0, we would never review this. 10, it's a perfect movie. Where do you rate it, Patty?
I think it gets an 8.2. It's a really good movie.
We're not doing that. We're not doing 8.2. You can have a 0.5, but you gotta go. There's no like other. No, we're not doing that.
We're not doing Portnoy scoring.
It's not a 7.1.7859.
Hey man, I gave you a 1-digit one. Come on. Yeah, 8.5.
Okay.
It's a really good movie. It was really transformational for its time. like you said, we missed some of these awesome deleted scenes, but like good movie.
I would give it 8.5 too. I think that's exactly where I am. It's not perfect. It's a very good film adaptation. Um, Maybe it's just me. I really did feel like the film ran short. Like I feel like I didn't get enough of anything.
Well, I mean, I imagine part of that is like because it's so well paced that it doesn't feel like you're in like you don't have those lull periods where you get the feeling like, oh, this is long, or a lot of
Yeah,
like
it
exposition.
really did
It
feel
like it just
fast.
it just goes
Yeah,
because they
which
have a
is
lot to
good.
get.
Which is good. I would also say that like it's not Daniel's best movie. I think that he gets better way later in the series. Um it's not could be better. Like he's a kid, right? Like it is what it is. But he has really high moments and then some forgettable moments in this one. So that's why I do an 8.5. I really good. You should watch this movie.
Yeah, 100%.
So, where can people find you?
They can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at PattyBMTG, also on Blue Sky.
Same name.
Yeah, same username.
You can find me every week on Constructive Criticism. We just found a new time for Constructive Clash for head-to-head matchups talking about Magic with me and my friend Matt Kling. And then yeah, that's basically it. Just look for me there. If you want to like and sub, that really helps out the show. Uh, it's been cool to see people joining the Discord lately, and we really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, review though. We have a 5-star review on Spotify, as far as like our total reviews, but there's only 3 people, so if you love the show, you can support it. It really does help us out. So
Pump those
thank you
up.
so much, and we'll see you all next week with a brand new episode of the Need to Nerd podcast.